What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, gotta change the title here. Hey, Jessica, good to see you. All right, where are we? All right, all right. Had the title from yesterday. That's not what I wanted. Here we go. Pardon me, folks. All right, let's see. Today is Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. This is Yoda Live. People are streaming in. That's a wonderful thing. We got this party started. We're going to keep it going. Thank you, Celtic and Jessica, for the heart me's. Fire for Fun by Jahariah. I've never heard of that person. I'm going to have to check that out. Juju said, Juju Man, for no apparent reason, says, Make America Great Again. Please Come Home for Christmas by James Brown. Wow, that sounds interesting. I probably heard that, but if I did, it must have been a long time ago because I really don't remember it. But I'm gonna start off by playing a few myself and getting the vibe going. Let's see, I got four songs queued up, three of them by the same artists. So some of you are aware of the band Journey. For some of you, you didn't necessarily come up with their music, but you know who they are, especially since Don't Stop Believing is one of the biggest songs in human history. I think for a time it was the number one played song ever. And that might still be the case. I don't know. I haven't checked. But did you know that Steve Perry wasn't originally part of the band? In fact, I think it was for the first three albums, he was not there. They had a lead singer whose voice you probably know if you know Santana's Black Magic Woman. Okay, if you know that song, got a black magic woman, do 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 do, right? That singer's name is Greg Raleigh. Oh, fine. I didn't have this going on, and suddenly my voice is all clogged up. That's so annoying. All right, so such is life. So, how far back can you go music-wise? I mean, as far back as any search engine will take me, technically, right? If there's a video or audio for it, we all have access to it. But me personally, I I was born in 64, so I started paying attention to music probably when I was 5. And then, so 69, but really I'm a 70s child. So to me, 70s rock and 70s R&B is the best shit. Although there's plenty of good stuff going on now, but that's my music. Hold on. God damn it. This literally wasn't happening 5 minutes ago. Anyway, maybe this music break will give me an opportunity to wrangle my throat. A sentence nobody ever spoke in their life. Anyway, back to Journey. Greg Raleigh was the lead singer, and there was a magical time in the history of Journey where they had Steve Perry and Greg Raleigh as co-lead singers. And I believe these three songs that I'm about to play for you are examples of those things. I don't know how many songs they did together, but they did these for sure. So here we go.
Open my eyes to a new kind of way. All the good times that you said. Are you feeling? You feeling that way too? Or am I just Am I just a fool?
When the summer's gone, she'll be there, standing by the light. What she's been to, where she's gone to, she should know wrong from right. Is she feeling?
Are you feeling? You're feeling that way too? Or am I just a fool? A new road's waiting, you touch my life. Oh, soft and warm on a summer's night. You're the only one, I told you, the only one I love, the lovely one I'm thinking of.
When the summer's gone, she'll be there, standing by the light. What she's been to, where she's gone to, she should know wrong from right. Is she feeling?
Are you feeling? You're feeling that way too? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You're feeling that
When
way.
the summer's gone, she'll be there, standing by the light. What she's been to, where she's gone to, she should know wrong from right. Is she feeling? Well, is she feeling?
Feeling that way.
Mama, oh,
Feeling that way. Feeling that way. Feeling that way. Feeling that way.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. How fucking good is that? Oof. See, folks, again, I know I'm going to sound like an old fart reminiscing. I'm not really into nostalgia, but I do like to point out facts when I can. Now, this was the early 70s, mid to late 70s, actually. So this is around 77, 78. So this was before in-ear monitors. This was before auto-tune live and pitch correct after the fact in the studio. Right? These were people that had to know how to play their instruments. They had to know how to sing. They had to know how to harmonize. I mean, what beautiful fucking harmonies these men created. Jesus Christ. All right, let's keep that shit going with another one. I don't know, when was this? Do I know? This is 79, so this is a year later. Loving You is Easy.
I know you got that special something. Oh, baby. I know you like to keep it open. Oh, baby. 'Cause girl,
right. The lineup of songs is building. I'm excited about this. All right. So, oh, I remember so vividly the first time I saw Journey. Well, I never saw them live, but the first time I encountered them was on Wolfman Jack's Midnight Special. There they were, weird skinny dude wearing horizontal stripes on his shirt and had the voice of a god from Mount Olympus. Steve Perry's voice to me is just one of the most amazing male voices in rock history ever, ever, ever. All right. Ooh, Eagles. That's a good one. Although it's a little bit of a slow pace, I might throttle down later. We'll see. But all right, let's do the last one from Journey. This is again a brilliant collaboration, essentially a co-lead between Greg and Steve, Just the Same Way.
Yesterday was a good day. It's after midnight and I've got you on my mind. Come with me, never go away. Every day we will find, yeah. That's the same way you love me. That's the same way she loves you. Just the same way you do. Just the same way you do. Just the same way you love me. Just the same way she loves. Take a chance now, the timing's right. You bring to me the key to my life. Stay with me, won't you stay the night? In the morning feeling fine, yeah. That's the same way you love me. That's the same way she loves you. Just the same way you do. Just the same way you do. Just the same way you love me. Just the same way she loves. Oh, now you should be holding on to him, girl. Oh, yeah. Just like you want to do. Oh, no. Just love and squeeze him, girl. Oh, yeah. Just love and squeeze him, yeah. That's the same way you love me. That's the same way she loves you. Just the same way you do. Just the same way you do. Just the same way you love me. Just the same way she loves you. Just the same way you do. Just the same way you do. That's the same way you love me. That's the same way she loves.
Gotta look up who produced these records. Fucking phenomenal. Oh, all right. Before we get to my fourth pick, we're gonna go with Jessica's suggestion. Kind of a different pace, but it has a nice build, if I recall correctly. We got Fleetwood Mac, The Chain. yeah. That was 1977. God damn, man. I mean, this shit is old and it's still spectacular. All right, we'll go back to my list. Get the energy pumped up. This is for me like this is a crazy famous band, right? Who had a crazy famous soloist emerge from the band. And this is one of the songs that I almost never hear of theirs, and yet I love it. Here we go. It's called This Place Hotel, otherwise known as Heartbreak Hotel.
Living sin 10 years ago on this day in Marchland. I promised I would never ever be returned. When my baby broke my heart and left me yearning. As we walked to the room, there were faces staring, glaring, terror through me. Someone said, "Welcome to your doom." And they smiled with eyes that looked as if they knew me. This is scaring me. We walked up the stairs, still the ceiling gloom. There were two girls sitting in my room. She walked up in my face, said, "This is the place. Used to meet you right here in noon." This is Heartbreak Hotel. Welcome to Heartbreak Hotel. So this is Heartbreak Hotel. This place is Heartbreak Hotel. I hope it's dead. She thought that I had cheated for another lover. I turned my back to see that I'm undercover. Now I can't convince this girl there ain't no other. Someone's evil to hurt my soul. Every smile's a trial that in began to hurt me. This is getting me. Then the man next door had told she's been here in tears for 15 years. This is scary. We came to this place where the vicious slept. Found that wicked women run the strange hotel. It was separate and Sue, every girl that I knew, and my baby said love is through. This is Heartbreak Hotel. Welcome to Heartbreak Hotel. So evil Heartbreak Hotel. This place is Heartbreak Hotel. Someone's got my heart. This is Heartbreak Hotel. 10 years ago.
All right, I'm going to say this once and for all. Tito Jackson did not get enough love for being a guitarist. I'm not saying he was great, but he was damn good. And, you know, it was exemplified in that song. That was some funky, tight shit going on. All right, so let's switch gears to nice hard rock. I played this a few weeks ago, but fuck it. Let's do it again because I love this fucking song.
From the coast of gold
All right. For anybody that doesn't know, that was Iron Maiden, Wasted Years. Oh, that song doesn't wake you up. You might be in a coma. All right, let's change gears again and slow it down. This is a song from one of the most famous singers on planet Earth. A buddy of mine is a person who actually photographs him regularly. This song is interesting because the title does not appear anywhere in the song. Here is Big Log. There you go. Robert Plant, Big Log. That opening line is fucking exquisite to me. You know, a lot of music is just poetry put to music, right? So, my love is in league with the highway. Come on. That's fucking amazing. And speaking of poetry, I want to take you to a song that quotes Shakespeare. And here's the quote. It's from As You Like It. It's a famous speech. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but the Seven Ages of Man. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts.
Living on a lighted stage approaches the unreal. For those who think and feel in touch with some reality beyond the gilded cage. Cast in this unlikely role, ill-equipped to act with insufficient tact, one must put up barriers to keep oneself intact. Living in the limelight, the universal dream for those who wish to see. Those who wish to be must put aside the alienation. Get on with the fascination, the real relation, the underlying key.
Ah, I got to see them live. I think it was the summer of 2000. Holy fuck. Neil Peart was not only an otherworldly, extraordinary, indescribable drummer, but he wrote all of those fucking lyrics. That's wild to me. All right, let's see. Let's switch it up to more pop rock. And yeah, let's see. Okay, which one do I want to do? I think it's this one. Okay, here we go.
Right in the storm out, waiting for the fallout. On a full moon night in the Rocky Mountain winter. One bottle's low, watching for the snow. Thinking about what I've been missing in the city. And I'm not missing a thing. Watching the fun-bone clouds in the rain. Riding the storm out. Riding the storm out. Riding the storm out. Riding the storm out. Lady beside me, she's there to guide me. She says that a long way before I left found our home. Well, the wind outside is a frightening, but it's kinder than the lightning alive in the street. A hard life to live, but it gives back what you give. And I'm not missing a thing. Watching the fun on clouds in the rain. Riding the storm out. Riding the storm out. Riding the storm out. Riding the storm out. Oh, yes I am.
Yeah, there you go. Another live performance from 1977, Riding the Storm Out by REO Speedwagon. The lead singer is the best over enunciator in the business, and unfortunately, we lost the brilliant Gary Rickrath in 2015, the guitarist that really is probably responsible for more of REO's sound than anybody else. Ah, like that. The guitar solo in Keep on Loving You. Oh, fucking spectacular. All right, this next one is more current. It's from 2 years ago, and it's for me and Jessica. Anybody else that doesn't like it can go suck ass.
When we were made, it was no accident. We were tangled up like branches in a flood. I come as a blade, a sacred guardian. So you keep me sharp and test my worth in blood. You got me in a chokehold. You got me in a chokehold. You got me in a
fucking exhale at the end. Jesus Christ. All right. Fucking hell. I am having a great time. All right, let's let's bring Jessica on up if you feel like coming up. Um all right, Jessica accepted my invitation. How you feeling?
Great. Now, how are you?
I'm good. Oh, for those of you who don't know, that was Chokehold. That was the name of the song by the band Sleep Token. And now that I've listened to three of their albums, and I mean, I didn't need to watch other people's opinions of it, but I did watch a bunch of reaction videos. I have to just come out and say that Vessel, the lead singer, is a fucking genius. I
Absolutely.
mean, musically, you just heard it. So, you know, I mean, you might like it, you might hate it, doesn't matter. That level of musicality in a band is fucking insane. The drummer is one of the best drummers I've ever heard. He is so good at polyrhythms, which if you don't know is the hardest part of drumming. That's when all four of your limbs are playing different rhythms. It is so fucking hard. Even some professional drummers can't do it. And he does it flawlessly. And he never fucks up. It's amazing.
Also, also the way that he's able to play a syncopated beat and still not make it sound so out of place is just artistry.
Right. Well, that's part of the genius of the drumming is that he dips in and out of the time signature. It's not random. It seems like it's random, but it's totally controlled. But his ability to do that is extraordinary. You know, just to be able to have the guitar and bassist playing one thing and he's playing something else and it doesn't clash and then he comes back to them and it melds perfectly. It's just phenomenal. And the songwriting is exquisite.
Oh yeah.
I
Have
love this motherfucker's lyrics. You know, there are, I mean, sometimes whole songs, but there are certainly like phrases that he writes that are just fucking amazing. And you know,
yeah.
even though it's hard rock and look, it's kind of genre defying at this point. Like nobody really knows what to call these people's music, and that's fine. Like who gives a fuck, right? But whatever you want to call it, the the content of most of the songs are just love songs, and it's a lot of like obsessive love songs.
Toxic
Yeah,
almost. Yeah.
you know, like love lost, new love that sets you aflame, and all that other shit. You know, and just like his ability to express whatever he's feeling, and I hate to bring this down, but I have to say most guys that write like he does wind up offing themselves.
He tried to. He has a song about it too. The song Atlantic from This Place Will Become Your Tomb
Yeah,
is about waking up in the hospital after a self unaliving attempt.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because like when you know uh, you look at a lot of the artists that did that successfully, unfortunately. You know, Chris Cornell, the guy from one of the hard rock guys, did it. His name's not coming to me right now, but you know Brad Delp, and then when you go back and you listen to their lyrics, you're like, oh yeah, it was in there all the time.
Chester
Chester Benningfield, is that his name?
Bedingfield. Yes,
Thank
yes,
you,
from
thank
Lincoln
you.
Park.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like Linkin Park's lyrics are really fucking dark.
Hmm.
You know, and so it's almost like they were saying, hey, you know, I'm not long for this earth, but I'm just, while I'm here, I'm going to give you these gifts of music. I hope that's not where Vessel goes, otherwise known as Leo, but I hope that's not where he goes. But I saw that on stage. I don't know when it was. I think it was, it might have been one of the festivals or whatever it was, but He like at the end of the show, he like got on his knees and like thanked the crowd.
Breaks down. Yeah.
You know.
He gets super emotional at shows. Like he'll to the point where if you watch a lot of his live performances, you will come across videos of him like kind of breaking during a song. He manages to keep performing through
Yeah.
it, but he does get very emotional.
Yeah.
Um I'm also super excited for you to listen to the new album
Yeah.
because the last three that you've just listened to is commonly in the fanscape known as like the trilogy of tragedy. And then this new album is a really nice journey. Of course, it's got that same kind of feel to some of the songs, but there's also this kind of a peek at the man behind the mask in
mm,
a couple of the songs. Like he's got Damocles and Caramel, which like
mm.
directly address the issues that they've gone through with the fans and being doxxed and all of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then like the way that the album wraps up is almost like a very hopeful like I
Yeah. I'm looking
tone. It's
forward to
like
it. I tend to, since I have the benefit now, since their music is already here, of gobbling it up all at once, but I don't like to do that, especially since they took years to release this stuff. So after I listen to an album, I like it to just percolate inside of me
marinate.
for a
Yeah.
while. And then I'll go back and listen to it again and I'll read the lyrics and shit like that. But his songwriting is spectacular and his singing is crazy. I mean, I know the effects that his voice are the different effects that are used to engineer his voice, but none of them change his ability to hit notes. None of
Mhm.
them, there's no melodyne, there's no auto tune, there's none of that. They just give his voice a lot of atmosphere.
Mhm.
I also think this is a theory. I'd love to be able to ask him about this. I think that the windscreen he uses, I have one nearby. Okay. Under all my shit. Okay. So I'm certain that he uses one of these when he sings, but I think one of the things that he does is that he presses his mouth right against it because I can hear it in the way his vowel sounds are coming out, that
Mhm.
it's not just regular singing. And that's clever in and of itself, but they have a lot of he has a lot of compression, he obviously has reverb, and he has some kind of phase shifting going on. And again, all that is just to create a vibe.
Mhm.
And you heard it at the beginning of this song. It's just this otherworldly feel and energy to his voice. But his voice is powerful as fuck. And the control that he has, like that run that he does in the first verse where he just goes seamlessly from chest to head to
Mhm.
falsetto.
Yeah.
Fucking
Phenomenal. Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah. Have you
Unbelievable the control this fucking guy has.
so
So I'm a huge fan already.
I know that you've listened to the albums. Have you watched his performance at and it's on the tube. But look up their song Bloodsport from the Room Below.
Okay.
And it's their song Bloodsport, but it's just him on a piano.
Okay.
And you actually get to see him perform it, and it's phenomenal. In my opinion, I think that it's the better version of the song once you
Mm,
kind of strip it down and take out
yeah.
all of the extras. Just absolutely phenomenal. Also, if you haven't checked it out yet, watch because you were talking about too the drummer. He did to date. It is the only spoken interview that the band
Yeah.
has ever done.
Yeah. Yeah.
This Drumeo interview.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
so
saw it.
good.
I saw it. It was
Yeah,
great because
so
I
good.
used to be a drummer, so like I totally appreciate great drummers, and I love the fact that like they've done technically two interviews, but the first one was through email, which I
Hmm.
love. And I love their meteoric rise. I love the fact that like I am reminded that and I knew this. I mean, I listened to just about everything, but there, that genre of music is not one that I delve into that often.
Mhm.
But there are bands like I like Killswitch Engage. I like Avenged Sevenfold. Mastodon. I like a lot of these, older, heavy bands. They just don't make up the mainstay of my music.
Mhm.
But now I'm like interested. There's this one guy that does reviews, and he's totally in that world. So I'm going to be watching his shit to learn about artists that I've not heard of before. And for the record, Jessica's the one that introduced me to Sleep Token, and I'm so glad you did. And again, I had seen, I think it was either Chokehold or The Summoning before. I might have seen both of them right around, I think it was during COVID or something. And I was working so much that I never thought about, like, taking a deep dive. I was exhausted all the time. I was working 12, 16 hours a day. And so I saw it, I liked it, but then I kind of just went on with the rest of my life. So when I was surprised when I was, you had mentioned them, and I looked them up, and I was like, oh shit, I've seen this before. And
Mhm.
but still just delighted to take a deep dive into the band.
Yeah.
They're really amazing. And
Yeah.
and I actually love the conversation around everything they do.
Mhm.
Uh, like the fact that they essentially didn't play by the rules at all. Like they would
No.
drop records without announcing them.
Yeah.
Like here you go,
Yeah.
and people
That's
would.
yeah, with Take Me Back to Eden, they dropped I think like the first like four songs like a couple week like a week or 2 weeks apart they would just release a song and then we just woke up one day and they dropped the rest of the album
Yeah,
with no announcement whatsoever.
no
It was
announcement.
amazing.
Yeah, and the fact that they have, like, you know, again, I don't know that world very well, but I do
Mhm.
know that there are legendary acts that are at the top of the food chain, and almost all the festivals are headlined by those people,
Mhm.
right? And then, you have a band like this who's very early in their career. And like, not overall. I mean, they started in 2016, so they're not brand new, but like they didn't hit big until fairly recently,
Yeah.
and the fact that they are now headlining major festivals, and
Yeah.
their tours are selling out in minutes,
Yeah.
you know.
Their US tour that they just did was a full arena tour and it sold out within 20 minutes of being announced.
Right.
A full arena tour. Like
Right.
that's phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think my favorite thing about them too is like whenever you go to talk about them and what genre they are, the answer is just yes.
Right. 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 Yeah. I mean, in one of the songs he did a rap breakdown.
Yeah. In this new album, they have reggaeton, they have a little bit of jazz, they get into some R&B, like, and it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
They're one of those for people who like a little bit of everything. They're the band.
I agree. I think that I think that people have a tendency to categorize everything and want to make sure that, they apply labels to things to make it easier to understand. And I always remember what Kierkegaard said, when you label me, you negate me. And so it's like, who cares what you call it? I honestly, hey, Penelope, what's happening? Like, I honestly don't care what you call this music. I just fucking love it. I
Hmm.
listen to it. It's like an experience. I mean, I watch people reacting to this guy's voice just breaking out in tears,
Hmm.
and like, you sit back, and especially if you really connect to the lyrics, you hear what he's saying, the pain he's expressing, and you hear how he's expressing it, and it's real fucking powerful, and
Yeah.
it does what I want music to do, which is just have the rest of the world fall away for a few minutes and just let me get into a fucking experience. You
Yeah.
know, it's the best.
Yeah, and I think like I had even mentioned this to you when I first recommended them to you is, even if you're not necessarily a fan of the sound, just read their lyrics like it's poetry because it is. It is true poetry with the lyrics that he makes. I mean, to take a simple phrase and turn it into something, just next level, like most people would say moth to a flame, he says, I'm a winged insect, you're a funeral pyre.
Right,
Just
right,
shit like that,
right. Yeah, let me see. I know I looked these up before, but let's look at the lyrics to Chokehold. All right. So, when we were made, it was no accident. We were tangled up like branches in a flood. I came as a blade, a sacred guardian, so you keep me sharp and test my worth in blood. Shut the fuck up. Come on.
Right.
The fuck on. If you can't appreciate that, go fuck yourself. Like, I mean, really.
Exactly.
Holy shit. That's brilliant. That's
Yeah.
brilliant. And I
I
just love language, like, and to, again, to have a genre that is not really known, even though, like, when I listen to Avenged Sevenfold, like, I hear a lot of great lyricism, but, the genre is not really known for the lyrics. It's known for the music because the music is hard driving, it's loud, it's aggressive, it's fast, and it's visceral, right? It's an experience. But once in a while, like to me, I always dig into the lyrics because I'm that's me. I want to know what the fuck they're singing about. And when I read
Same.
this guy's lyrics, I was like, God damn, this is good.
Mhm. One of my favorite lyrics of theirs is from their title track from the last album, Take Me Back to Eden. And it's no amount of self sought fury will bring back the glory of innocence.
Yeah,
Like, whose brain works like that?
yeah,
That's brilliant.
yeah. No, that to me, honestly, and anyone who doesn't know, I absolutely adore Shakespeare. The way he writes is Shakespearean to me.
Absolutely.
Like when you can take a common idea, like you mentioned before, the whole moth to the flame thing, when you can take something that you've heard 10,000 times and find not only a new way to say it, but absolutely brilliant, absolutely creative, and so evocative, and it takes it to a whole nother place. And that's always what Shakespeare did. Like, there's a reason why Shakespeare is thought of as the greatest English speaking writer in history, right? The history of the world, right? It's because he was able to do that. He took what everyone experienced all the time, but put it in words that nobody had ever thought of before, like
Hmm.
describing death as the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns.
Right.
Come on, come on. Let's see. We got someone trying to come up. Not sure if they've been here before. Let's see. It's SCG Man 78. I don't think I've spoken to this person before. Let's find out. Hello, SG. How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
I am excellent. What's on your mind, friend?
Nothing. I one say that I've caught some of your lives before. Greatly appreciate your perspective.
Thank you.
Um, and then the other is a question. You guys were talking about lyrics, and it just I'm riding home and it made me think. I've here lately caught Professor Nick's spin on '90s songs done as AI soul,
Oh, I've
and it's a
seen a few of
question.
those. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a question that just begs to be answered that I continue to ask people. I let them hear something that, strikes me, but um, some of these songs done as 60s soul really expresses the lyrics differently
Yeah.
than, you're used to in the old screamo 90s music genre. Um, and I was just going to ask, how is it that AI can put more soul in a song that was sung in its origin, or its original?
Well, literally anybody can do that, right? I've seen artists do that before. I've seen artists in fucking music competition videos do that.
Mhm.
They'll go up
Uh,
to on America's Got Talent or Britain's Got Talent or The Voice or whatever. They'll take a song and rearrange it and turn it into a whole new song. So AI is just doing what humans can already do.
the band that we were just talking about, they've done it a couple of times. They did a cover of Outkast's "Hey Ya"
Right.
and took it a completely different, because if you listen to the actual lyrics, I mean, everyone just knows it for the "shake it like a Polaroid picture" part, but and it's made to seem like a very upbeat kind of dance type. But if you listen to the actual lyrics, they're pretty fucking sad.
Yeah.
And so they kind of remake it and give it that space, and you really feel it a little bit more. They did the same thing with Whitney Houston's "I Want to Dance with Somebody."
Yeah.
They did a remake of it, and it was the same way. They turned it into more of a ballad to where you really feel the soul of the song and the lyrics of it.
I'm glad you brought up Whitty Hutton. I call her Whitty Hutton because of the show Martin.
Yeah.
There was, for those of you who don't know, there was a show called Martin Lawrence, and they had this character named Brother Man. And one time Whitney was in town, and Brother Man thought he was going to make some money selling T-shirts, but he didn't know how to spell, so he called her Whitty Hutton. And so I still call her that. But okay, Whitty has the wherewithal to redo "I Will Always Love You" by Dolly Parton, right? Now, and I still like Dolly's version better, but of course, that's subjective. Whether you like which one you like, it doesn't matter. What I find very interesting about that song is that so many people use it as a first dance at their wedding. And when I heard this, I was like, hey, this is a breakup song, you dumb fuck.
It's
But
it's amazing. It's amazing how some of those songs, whereas people catch the catchy tune, and it's got that their own personal spin on the lyrics in
yep.
their mind. It's amazing to hear the depth of the lyrics if you're actually listening.
Yeah, and see, I'm
I had an
always
English
going for the
teacher in high
lyrics
school
first. I love
where he
music. I'll vibe to music, all that shit. Like if you were here earlier, I played about I don't know 6 or 7 songs, and like we were just rocking out, and I'll close my eyes and just get lost in music. But I always have to come back to the lyrics and know what they're talking about, and so it makes me laugh when people don't pay attention to lyrics. Like there was a song. I want to say Third Eye Blind, but I'm not sure. But it was "Wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend." Now that's
yeah
those are major keys, right? So it sounds upbeat, but that's a very sad fucking line, you know. And sometimes
yeah
bands do that on
absolutely
purpose. They trick you because you know musical tones have a lot to do, and sometimes everything to do with how a song is perceived. So if you choose minor keys, you get that darker kind of vibe. If you choose major keys, you get that happier kind of vibe. And then depending on how you combine chords, same thing, right? So sometimes they will purposely put upbeat music under very dark lyrics, and people sometimes don't catch it.
Pumped Up Kicks is like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a real fucked up song.
Right. And like I was mentioning with Hey Ya by Outkast, they even have a lyric in there where, because like the lyrics are actually really fucking sad, like I
Mm-hmm.
said, but they have a lyric in there before they move into that,
Mm-hmm.
shake it like a Polaroid picture part, where he says, "Y'all don't want to hear me, you just want to dance."
Mm. Nice. That's how it is. That's how it
exactly
is. And look, and
it,
obviously, I'm not going to berate someone for that. If that's what you're into, that's what you're into. I just happen to be someone that I have to get into the lyrics because, songwriting is a really amazing talent to me. And yeah, are there goofy songs out there? Of course, but there's some songs, man. Like I have been listening to Downeaster Alexa by Billy Joel since it came out, and I think that was like 88, 89, something like that. And I saw him live, and I don't think the Downeaster Alexa was on that tour, but that song to this day, from '89 to now, I cannot listen to that song without crying because the music is amazing and so evocative, and then the story he's telling in that song just breaks me every time. And so that's why I need to get into the lyrics, you know.
Yeah. Now there's one that was, I think it's Eyes Without a Face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That was
Billy
one of
Idol.
the
Eyes
very first.
without a
Yeah, that
face.
that was one of the very first ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like it got me. I'm like, what does that mean? And then I realized there's some really dark stuff out there. I mean, there's singers singing about having relationships with when they're 30-year-old. Uh,
Well, yeah,
wow.
sure.
Like,
There,
hold on a
there was a
second.
there
That
was a
was
lot
that
of
was
that.
probably my first realization. That
Yeah, especially in the, she was
yeah,
just
no,
17, you know what I mean? There's a lot of that
Yeah.
stuff
yeah,
going out there. Um, but in America, we
for
can't
sure.
seem to make up our minds what we want consent to be. So that's a whole nother story. But yeah, like,
Yeah,
I just think it's so important. And also, like I said earlier, before you came on, there's a lot of singers that are kind of trying to tell us that they're miserable. They don't say it in interviews, uh, but and they seem, they're living the rock star life, they're doing the do whatever. But then you listen to their lyrics and you go, oh, this is some really dark shit. And very often those people who are not paying attention to decide that they got to check out.
Yeah.
You
Sorry,
know.
sorry to be
exactly.
a total fangirl here, but again, back to Sleep Token. Um, their song Damocles off of their new album, which if you know anything about the story of Damocles, like it makes sense with the content of the song. But it addresses that, and one of the first lines of it is left foot in the roses, right foot on a landmine. And it's
Yeah.
talking, yeah, and it's talking about, um, the everything that comes with fame, and like on the one hand you have it all, but then at the same time, like he even says the line like the stage is a prison, a beautiful nightmare,
Yeah.
and just
Well,
beautiful.
I think in that regard, and I'm gonna put on my armchair psychologist hat for a second. I feel that he's very on par with the way Eddie Vedder was oriented to fame, because people think that when you uh, when you become a performer, that you want to be famous, and that's not necessarily the case. Some performers just want to perform. They're not interested in anything else. And I think that Vessel is like that.
Yeah.
I think he's a guy, and I caught a video of his from 2012 when I learned his real name, and he's actually like trying to audition for a band, right?
Yeah.
And you could see that this kid is so passionate about music. And then I caught his band that he did. It was him and a woman. Just
Yes.
he was playing piano. This guy's a real fucking musician.
Yeah.
You
He's
know
classically trained. Yeah.
exactly. And that in and of itself is a whole fucking thing. Like you don't get classically trained unless you really love music, because that's
Hmm.
arduous shit. Right?
Yeah.
Like I taught myself music from books and shit, and that is really hard. Like you know, it's interesting to me how musicians and stand-up comics live on opposite sides of the world,
Hmm.
because comics, they have to come up with new jokes all the time, right? Because once you hear a joke, it's a joke is a surprise. It always has a surprise ending, and so once you hear it, you've heard it, you laughed. The next time you see that guy, you want more new shit. You want more surprises, and they practice in public, right? They go into comedy clubs and they try out new material and they keep working on it and working on it and working on it, usually for 1 or 2 years. Or if you're Josh Johnson, every week, who's that's a topic for another day, but that guy's
Yeah,
fucking phenomenal to me. But
I love him.
yeah, I mean, he comes up with a new hour every week, which is fucking crazy. But these are guys practicing in public, and they have to come up with new shit. Whereas musicians are just the opposite; they practice in private and have to deliver the same shit over and over again. You know, but I think that I have a feeling that Vessel is going to be consistent. I think that I hope that he never uh, just whores himself out for money. I hope he never, uh, drinks the Hollywood Kool Aid. I hope he just stays a dyed in the wool artist for the rest of his life because I want to hear more from this guy in the years to come.
So far, it's looking like he's going to because with this new album that they just did, they did it with RCA Records.
Mm,
So it's their first time signing to like a major record label. Um, and I mean, you can tell that they now have a bigger budget in their production, especially with this last tour that they did.
that stage
They
work
pulled
is
out
fucking crazy.
phenomenal. Like they pulled out all of the
Yeah,
stops on the tour and everything, but he's stayed really authentic to the music
yeah.
and to his songwriting, even taking it to a deeper level where it's not just everything along the same vein, but also like kind of giving you a glimpse into his personal mindset as well
Mm,
as the man rather than just vessel,
mm,
you know? And so I hope that he does stay with that. But so far, it's looking like he will.
yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Well, this has
Well,
been
appreciate the chat, guys.
yeah,
I
absolutely.
got some to go. I got some to go check out now. I appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah, check it out.
Clearly,
If you're into music, it's worth investigating at the very least, and you might find out that you really get into it.
yeah, certainly. I went through a phase where it was like not everything was trash, and I was like, I just can't partake. It was a lot of auto tune and whatever, but
Yeah,
so I just kind of stuck to some old school stuff. And my son has come of age. He's 22, and both of my kids listen to everything.
nice.
I'm never surprised at what they're listening to. But my son has started bringing me songs like, "Hey, Dad, listen to this one,"
Good.
whatever. And I love that, and that's one of the reasons why I stopped on your page. Is your live is legitimately it's kind of reinvigorating to start seeing some of these artists that are literally putting soul and putting you know their life and those kind of things into the music, and that, in my opinion, stopped for a period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it ebbs and flows. I think there's always good music going on. I think that um, the music industry is a lot like social media. Like what they present to us is only a fraction of what exists. Because there's a lot of really good music out there, and there always has been, but a lot of it never makes it to the radio. And there's a million reasons why that
For,
might happen.
for sure. I don't have y'all heard Puddles? I only call him Puddles because it's the guy that's classically trained that does covers. It's Puddles Pity Party. It's kind of that postmodern jukebox.
I think I've heard it. I know I've heard that name before. I probably watched one of the videos.
I don't think I've
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
it.
no, it's worth a try. Two that I would share with you, in my opinion. You already showed your hand that you can get a little emotional. The AI version that Nick has on his Spotify and Apple, um, Professor Nick, um, of Lightning Crashes, right?
Oh, great
And
song.
then Puddle's Pity Party. Um, um, literally that lightning crash has brought me to tears. I've literally not ever heard any arrangement that hit me like that. That was one that it does strike that question is like, how is it that AI has that kind of soul? And legitimately the other is Puddle's Pity Party.
Yeah.
I call, but legitimately just the way. So those are two I throw out there for y'all to try.
Yeah, I have it pulled up right now. There it is. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know this guy. I've seen him. America's Got Talent. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw him before. Yeah, the clown. Um, but yeah, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. Come by anytime. Um, yeah. So, Lightning Strikes. Oh, great, great song. Always. Oh, for some reason, it always made me think of my mother when I listened to that song. But anyway, Jessica, thank you once again for introducing me to Sleep Token. It's
Of
taken me
course.
down some great roads, so I'm very excited about that. And as always, I appreciate your time and coming up and sharing your thoughts with us. And for everybody else, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for hanging in there and rocking out. I figured it wouldn't be a big crowd, but I don't care. We had fun, and that's the main thing. All
Mm-hmm.
right, so until we meet again, peace, love, and granola. Talk to you soon.
Good night.